What's up, YouTube? This is Demonic Midwinter back with another video. Today I'm doing a video on my CD collection again. Today I'm going to be doing it on the sections of B and C, because I don't have too many in those sections. So to start off, we got Beast with Dark City. This, I forget what year it came out in, but these guys are a traditional heavy metal band from Germany. Pretty solid stuff. Not my favorite, not my least favorite thing, but I might pick up more of their stuff at some point. Next up, we have some Behemoth. I think 3 or 4 CDs from Behemoth. We have to start. We have their 2018 studio album, "I Loved You at Your Darkest." A killer album. Not my favorite from them, but not my least favorite by a mile. But still they are one of my favorite bands of all time. Next up, we have Behemoth's live album, "Missing Nor." This was when they played their album, "The Satanist," in full at live show at a festival. I forget which one, but this easily one of my favorite live albums I've ever I own in my collection. Next up, we have more Behemoth with "In the Forest, Dream Eternally." It has "In the Forest, Dream Eternally" with and a second CD called "Artifacts." Pretty solid album. This goes back to their black metal roots. This was a re-release that came out last year. This album originally came out in '95. So pretty solid stuff though. Next up, we have, I believe, a sludgy / death metal band called Bedlam. This album's called Pasung. Pretty solid stuff. I had never heard of these guys before picking up this album. I actually got this in a grab bag from off of eBay. I forget who it was from though. Could have been Mad Rush Media. But pretty solid stuff. I actually thoroughly enjoyed this album. Next up, we have one of my favorite albums from 2020. We have Benediction with Scriptures. This album was their first release in a while, I believe, and it has Dave Ingram who is also from Hail of Bullets, and holy cow, well, this is his main band, but this is one of my favorite albums from 2020, without a doubt. Next up, we have a CD that I got from the Metalhead box. This is Black Breath with Slaves Beyond Death. Pretty solid stuff. I forget what they are exactly, but they're pretty solid. Not my favorite thing, not my least favorite thing in the world, but yeah, not bad. Next up, we have some Black Sabbath. We have a couple of things from Sabbath, I have a couple of things from Sabbath. We have Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. If you don't like Black Sabbath and you're into metal, there's something wrong with you, in my opinion. But whatever. Next up, we have their 98 live album, Reunion. This is a 2-disc set. I'm not going to open it. This thing has seen better days. But yeah, I loved this when I picked it up a couple weeks ago, or about a month ago now, I think. Next up, we have Black Sabbath, The End, which was a DVD CD. I don't remember what happened to the DVD, but I still have it somewhere. But the CD is the Angelic Sessions, which is a 5-track disc with The Wizard, Wicked World, Sweet Leaf, Tomorrow's Dream, and Changes. Pretty solid stuff, actually, I think. Next up, we have a lot of Blind Guardian. We have Live, which is their live album from 2003, which I loved. This is the re-release. I forget what year it was re-released in, though. But really good stuff. Next up, we have Blind Guardian with Twilight Orchestra for Legacy of the Dark Lands. This was a solid album Blind Guardian did with Twilight Orchestra for and I thoroughly enjoyed it. The instrumental one, not my favorite thing, but I mean, it was still pretty good. Next up, we have Blind Guardian's most recent live album, Imagination from the Other Side Live. This was incredible. This came out last year. I fell in love with this when I first picked it up from my local record store, actually. I'm probably going to give it another spin in a couple days or so. Next up we have Blood Incantation. This was when I had seen this at my local record store. I kept on meaning to pick up, but I never pulled the trigger until a couple weeks ago when I finally did because of how expensive it was. But I'm so happy I finally picked it up and gave it a listen. It's a killer live. It's a not live album. It's a killer album from them. I need to pick up their other albums though at some point. Next up we have Bog Haunter with Writhe, I believe. I can't remember the name. They're a sludgy doom metal band from New Hampshire, I believe. Pretty solid stuff. Not my favorite thing in the world, but pretty good. Next up, we have Bolt Thrower with War Master. One of my favorite Bolt Thrower releases ever. Sadly, these guys broke. If you don't know, they broke up back in, I believe, 2017 or 2015. But great. I love these guys. I need to pick up more stuff from them. Next up, we have a album from my friend's band, actually. We have Bonestorm. These guys are a band from Connecticut, I believe. Yeah, Connecticut. And they're a solid death metal band. I hopefully will get to see them live at some point. Next up, we have 3 albums from Cannibal Corpse. We have Gallery of Suicide, Bloodthirst, and my favorite of the 3, Evisceration Plague. And holy cow, Cannibal Corpse, I recently pre-ordered their new album with a t-shirt. And I cannot wait to have that in my possession to give it some listens. And yeah, I mean, Cannibal Corpse never disappoints in my opinion, so can't wait for that. Next up we have Karak Angrand. These guys are a Dutch symphonic black metal band, I believe. This is their most recent album, which came out last year. It's called Frankensteiner Stratae Montanus. Hope probably butchering that, but I might not be. I don't know. But I listened to this for this like 5th time or 10th time or something like that. Really, like a couple weeks ago, like a week ago, and holy cow, it was incredible. Next up, we have Carcass in their most recent EP, Despicable. This came out last year as well, and I'm so excited for their new album to come out hopefully this year. These guys are a British gore grind or grindcore / death metal band from the UK, and holy cow, I love them. Next up we have one of the bands that got me into melodic death metal, Children of Bodom, and I have a bunch from them. This is Blood Drunk. Rest in peace, Alexi. Relentless, Reckless Forever. We have I Worship Chaos. And last up we have Text from them. And I love Children of Bodom. I had stopped listening to them for a while, but I recently, when Alexi passed away, I picked up all these CDs from them, and holy cow, I am so happy I did. I do need to pick up my favorite albums from them, which are Follow the Reaper and oh my god, yeah, Follow the Reaper and I forget the other one. Damn it. Anyway, but last up we have Cryptopsy with Whisper Supremacy. These guys, I actually I forgot I had this in my collection until I was going through it. But I love that album. I had to give it a couple of listens to get really into it, but yeah, it was a solid album. But anyway, that's it for the video. Stay metal. Enjoy.